So we just got the release of In the Heights, and it just might be the perfect way to kick off the summer.
A dream isn't some sparkly diamond. There's no shortcuts. Sometimes it's rough.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brandon, and this is Film Flare, where we discuss anything and everything that makes film and television great. So be sure to subscribe, and let's talk about a great film.
Maybe this neighborhood's changing forever. Maybe tonight is our last night together, however.
In the Heights is a film adaptation of the Broadway musical of the same name that focuses on a variety of characters living in Washington Heights, all dreaming of a better life.
This is the moment when you do better than me, because you can see a future that I can't.
This film carries over its main writers from the stage to the screen, including most notably Lin-Manuel Miranda. And it also brings in Jon M as its director, someone who's known for making music and dance-heavy films, having worked a lot in the genre, including a number of music videos and a couple of the Step Up movies. At the center of this story is Usnavi, the neighborhood bodega owner holding on to his dream of escaping to the shores of his native Dominican Republic. Another major character the story focuses on is Nina, Usnavi's childhood best friend who just returned to the neighborhood after her first year of college, with surprising news for her father, who has spent his life savings on building a better life for his daughter. Ultimately, Usnavi and the residents of this close-knit neighborhood get a dose of what it really means to be home. Anthony Ramos was excellent as our main character, torn between his life in his community and his dreams of a faraway place. Whether he was being the de facto big brother to Sonny or the tongue-tied romantic with Vanessa, he was perfect in every scenario and was a great choice to be the center of the story. Hawkins also put in a standout performance as his best friend Benny. He may not have been the most central character of this film, but he was perhaps the most real and my favorite performance on screen. But the true strength of this movie was his whole ensemble cast altogether. The whole movie was just stacked with Latin American talent, even down to characters who had little to no lines. They were all great and played off each other extremely well, which really helped to sell the community within this neighborhood, which is such a big aspect of this movie. And while we're on the cast, there were even a couple of cameos from the original Broadway cast, like Christopher Jackson, who played Benny in the musical, as the ice cream man who's fighting with the Piragua man, played by Lin-Manuel Miranda himself, the creator of all of this. And while there is plenty to love, this film isn't perfect by any means. While its strengths lie in its cast and the visuals, the story itself just falls short. It opens strong with a number of different characters all dealing with their own unique lives that end up converging as a citywide blackout approaches. But those stories don't get fully explored or realized outside of the main story. And I do wish we got the opportunity to explore more of the storylines that were taking place with all of the secondary characters, besides just snippets that felt like they were thrown in just to pad the movie's runtime. And at nearly 2.5 hours long, this movie is nearly as long as the actual play. Yet it still didn't feel like everyone got enough time to fully tell all of their unique stories.
I'm doing this for you!
No, you're doing it for you!
And there was also a nice message about following your dreams and finding your purpose buried somewhere in here, but it wasn't really given any significant amount of attention and just fell to the side in favor of a couple of dance numbers that were fun, but ultimately unnecessary.
They say he's got quite a big taxi. No, maybe he's back in a stretch limousine.
And at the end of the story, I would have liked to have seen all of our characters one more time to know where they all ultimately ended up. But all that said, In the Heights was still a fun film and a good adaptation that mostly stays true to the original musical in both the tone and stories being told. The movie isn't as big of a success as predicted, but it's definitely not a failure and just might be worth a second watch. But what are your thoughts of In the Heights? Let me know in the comments below. It's available now in theaters and streaming on HBO Max. But before you go and watch it, please do be sure to give this a like and subscribe for more reviews like this. We've got new content coming out every Tuesdays and Fridays. But until next time, have a great day and don't forget to watch a great movie. Bye.
my dad is from Chile and PR, which means I'm Chile, Dominic, Rican. But I always say I'm from Queens.